In the wild, things don't always go according to plan. Sometimes what is supposed to be an easy kill for a brutal predator flips into the prey being the smarter one, just like in these 10 amazing moments of prey escapes predators. 2 things you need to survive in the wild: speed and incredibly fast reflexes. This impala was dying to have a drink of water, but knew that this little river could be hiding a not so delightful surprise. Still, it had to do what it had to do. While sipping the water, a hungry monster sprung from below the surface. This crocodile had been patiently waiting for the right moment to snap its powerful jaws on the neck of its prey. However, this was not going to happen. The impala's super fast reflexes snapped into action instead. All it took was nimble legs and a quick reaction. Here's what would have happened if the impala didn't escape. The croc would have pulled it down into the water and enjoyed a feast that would last for a few hours before the next hunt. What a lucky prey! How often do you see a lion have an unsuccessful hunt? Once in a while, their chosen prey narrowly get out of reach, and this was one of those situations. As the lion watched secretly behind a rock, a deer moved out of the group, possibly off to a different area to get some water. Unfortunately, it had no idea that death was knocking harder than ever at its door. As soon as it saw the lion, the deer took off in the opposite direction as fast as it could. Every other deer followed, as none of them were ready to become a lion's dinner. Interestingly, the lion was in no mood to run for a long time, so the animals escaped. Not today, lion. Now, this leopard is possibly one of the most patient predators in the jungle, but waiting and watching until the perfect time to pounce on this rabbit didn't exactly go as planned. You can see as the leopard hid behind the bushes while the rabbit was possibly unaware of what was about to happen. It carefully dug its heels into the ground before making one huge leap at its chosen prey. But the rabbit was faster. The smaller animal flew to its side just in time to escape the powerful jaws of its predator. What followed was a desperate scramble for life as both animals struggled to win the fight. Eventually, the loser watched as its meal ran away. This was not a leopard's day. Now make sure you spot number 1 on our list. The prey managed to outsmart 2 skilled hunters in what you could call a glorious escape. Now make sure you share this with your friends and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. Don't be a drongo. Hey, chuck us a cheeky like too. Cheers. Due to how ferocious warthogs look, with their big horns and massive bodies, it's easy to think that they would be predators out in the world. However, these animals are actually grazers, preferring to feed on grasses and plants. Along comes a predator looking to have a hearty meal. This leopard had spent a while watching the baby warthog, and just when he thought the mother was too distracted to save her baby, he pounced. But that wasn't the true picture. The mother warthog had also been alert the entire time, and as soon as the leopard attacked, she went to work trying to save her baby. This impressive animal flipped the leopard into the air in a fantastic show of strength. That's one breathtaking show of protective instincts. The leopard certainly learned an important lesson that day. Never mess with the mother. After a long day of walking around in search of what to eat, this deer found a little lake and stopped by for a drink. The deer looked up just in time to see a lion running towards it at full speed. All it took was a split second to react. It was so easy for things to go wrong for the deer, as the lion was the one clearly with an advantage. But that didn't stop this smaller animal from fighting to save its life. Its long and nimble legs were all the deer needed to make a massive move like it was going towards the right and then divert towards the left in the last second. This was too swift for the lion, who had charged ahead onto the situation without expecting the deer could pull such a stunt. One look at this video and you would easily think that this was the end of the road for the zebra. With its legs stuck in the crocodile's mouth, it was like taking candy from a baby. But this zebra wasn't one to give up without a fight. It kept twisting and turning and trying as hard as it could to pull its leg out of the crocodile's mouth. You can see the zebra's leg bleeding hard as it tried to get out of the crocodile's powerful jaws. This was looking like an impossible escape. The zebra even attempted to fight back by biting into the crocodile. Of course, that didn't look like anything due to the crocodile's super hard skin. But just when you think it's over, the zebra takes advantage of a split second of weakness and escapes. Unfortunately, this lucky zebra is injured and may not have enough time to recover before another predator comes a-knockin'. This group of impalas were walking around the field as usual, with no idea that a predator was too close for comfort. Unfortunately, one unlucky impala wandered a little too far away from the herd. That was when the leopard saw its chance to grab and run. As soon as the leopard came out of its hiding spot, all the impalas ran for their dear lives. The leopard was able to grab onto one and the others and thought this was the end of the road for their friend. But just when you think it's all over, the impala marched out majestically to join the others. It had escaped the jaws of the beast, and the leopard wasn't too happy about it. Strap yourself in because we're almost at number 1. Have you subscribed yet? Don't forget, share and like this video if you think it's amazing. Up next is a skilled manoeuvre from a fast and agile prey against a predator at the very top of the food chain. I wonder if it's an emu. This eagle was in the mood for a huge meal, but it would have to work hard to catch this one. There might have been another willing prey, but that would not be this rabbit. It was in no mood to end up in the belly of an eagle and fought really hard to win this one. As the eagle chased the rabbit across the field, this smaller prey showed its remarkable agility and speed. Just when it seemed like it was time for the eagle to swoop in and grab onto the meal, the rabbit made one last smart manoeuvre. It immediately dashed to its right, catching the eagle completely unaware. Look at how it spins in the air to complete its incredible escape. That was pretty much the end of this predator versus prey encounter. Injured and almost out of breath. This deer clearly refused to give up even when outnumbered 3-1. Usually, deer have more luck when they move in large numbers, but this unlucky animal was alone when 3 predators attacked. Despite knowing that the odds of survival were dangerously low, it still desperately tried to cling to life. As the deer struggled with the 3 leopards, 2 of them finally let go after what they thought was inflicting enough damage. They believed that the 3rd leopard would finish the job, but in one last show of strength, the deer was able to get out of the leopard's grip and run as fast as its injured body would allow. The leopard watched in anger while bleeding from its sides, as the deer had also done a little damage of its own. Here's another lucky rabbit that puts its tiny fast legs into good use. This time, it was against 2 excited hunting dogs who, from the look of things, were terribly hungry. Escaping a single predator is one thing, but what are the rabbit's chances against 2 massive hunters with only one goal in mind? Surprisingly, pretty good. Especially when you can really run fast without getting tired easily. That was the case in this video. The dogs thought this would be an easy hunt, but the rabbit had a trick up its sleeve. Rather than run straight ahead as most animals do, the rabbit ran in a zigzag manner across the field. The rabbit zigzagged all over the place to make the hunting dogs dizzy as they struggled to keep up. As soon as they got close enough to grab it, the rabbit once again zigzagged out of reach. Finally, exhausted, the hunting dogs watched their prey escape into the bushes.
Cheers for watching and good on you, mate. Now, if you want to be a cool cobber, give this next video a burl.